Here's your food paste. Again, I apologize in advance for the lack of luxury. So, how's your food paste? Sorry. Dumb question, huh? Maybe one of these days, when we're not on such high guards, I'll take you out to one of the spatial stops and get some better food. I really love this space snow cream. It's so amazing. Well, this food paste is basically what I lived on for a few months during different battles against the Gaten before I was switched out with different beings. It's basically just slam-packed with nutrients and no flavor value at all. Kind of like chalk, like how your kind says it, right? I wouldn't know. I'm trying to relate here. Why is my faction at war with the Gaten? Well, honestly, only the captains of the different motherships know. This war has been going on before my grandmother, mother, or I was even thought into existence. I'm not one for war, however, I had no choice in the matter. I was born into my faction, so resistance was futile unless I wanted my family and me to be in the situation we're basically in currently. Well, I suppose I don't need to worry about them anymore. That's a story for another time. For the time being, let's just recover and start to figure out our next steps forward. We need to put our heads together and come up with an idea to clear my name, but to also keep you hidden at the same time. I definitely don't want either faction getting a hold of you. I'd hate to even imagine all the cruel tests they'd probably run on you. Don't fret, please. We will find a way. I always do. I'm Talent 104 after all. Talents are rare. I haven't met another talent yet. Let's see. Well, I guess I could follow the same lead I was following when it comes to those two. They didn't know I was hot on their trail until I followed them to this Gaten work site. I shouldn't have followed them to the work site, so that was a bad idea on my part. That's how they discovered I had suspicions of them. My main lead was this middleman they were meeting to retrieve supplies from, other than that work site that they went to. I guess they were getting different supplies to try to monitor my faction. I suppose that's our next best bet. So we'll head there next. Not right now, of course. I won't be able to fight well with my injuries, or protect you. What? You? Fight? No, absolutely not. I dragged you into this mess, and I'm not going to have a silly skirmish be your end. I know we don't know each other very well, but I wouldn't help but feel so guilty if that happened to you. Much less miss a companion that I know can't turn on me. Well, you can't right now at least, I suppose. But I'd rather not think about that. You won't betray me. Those are kind sentiments, human, but you don't know me very well. So hold that decision until you know you can trust me. I know I've saved you and all, but you shouldn't just carelessly throw out your words like that. I know, this is just who I am, and I know that I do show care for you and everything, but I seem harmless. Well, I definitely wouldn't harm you, human, especially for saving me back there, but I'm definitely not harmless, I'm afraid. I hate to admit it, but I have killed beings apart from those traitors on your planet. Yes, most were of the Gaten Rabba faction. However, I was ordered to kill beings that might have been innocent. You never know whenever the time calls for you to spill blood. All you know is that you can't disobey unless you want to be at the end of that plasma rifle and be the one whose blood is spilled. I apologize. I made the conversation get way too heavy there for a moment. I don't mean to talk about such leaded things, but it's just hard to avoid them whenever you live it, I suppose. Anyway, I'm sure you'd like to practice your hygiene and get some garments more suited for you than the garb I put onto you at the medbay, so let's search this ship to see if there's any unlaced battle suits.